So now that we come back, and I've added a bunch more pin groups. So this TPIO pins matches all the TPIOs. The GPIO pins matches all the GPIOs. We added a test, and let's rename that test pins just to keep everything the same. And to rename it, all we have to do is go Shift, Control, Set Pin Group, Test, under pins. Okay, so now everything is called underscore pins. So now that we have these groups, this will help SmartFrac to organize pins for us. And if we just keep pin groups, what SmartFrac will do is it'll go through the pin groups alphabetically and then sort the individual pins inside the pin groups alphabetically for us, and create, if it sees the TPIO pins, it'll create a bus. But it just gives better control over how it's going to organize the pins. But there's another step we can take, and that is to create a SF pin group symbol map. So we can tell SmartFrac, hey, I want you to build symbols and put these certain pin groups in there. And that will give you a great head start onto how this all works, into getting better, more functional symbols out of SmartFrac. Again, SmartFrac runs once, it builds this, it attempts to build the symbols the best it can for you, and then your job is to go edit the symbols. But the more work we can do up front, and if it's simple like this, and we can organize the pins in a fashion that SmartFrac gets it really close to where we need, so there's less editing that you have to do in the SDL editor to fix this all up. So let's take a look. So basically there's a file that can tell SmartFrac what pin groups to put in what symbols, and we have one here, so let's take a quick peek at it and then we'll go over how I created it. So this is the text that came from here. You can see that, so we can actually cut and paste that into the file, and that's a nice reference point so we can make sure that we map them all. But then we have to invent symbol names to put the pin groups in. So that's what this file is, and it says, okay, anything with a hashtag is a comment, so everything after it. So this says create me a symbol called test_extl_mis and put in it all signal pins, test pins, it would be LBADC pins. Okay, then build me a symbol called config, and in there I want the I2C pins, the NVMEM_QSPI pins, the GPIO pins, and the TPIO pins. Then I want a symbol COG, that's going to have the COGA pins, the COGB pins, the BL pins, and the DP pins. And then we want a symbol called DDR0 and a symbol called DDR1. And then what will happen is if any of these pin groups are not referenced, such as all power pins, it'll start a new symbol for that. So let's go take a quick peek at how we created this. So we're going to say, we'll save this and what we'll do is we'll say pin, we'll make it a smarter name, so pin group sim map. One.txt. Okay, and then we'll edit that, and that'll open the editor with the empty file name. And then what we can do is we can cut and paste this in there. So we wanted a symbol called test_extl symbol, so we'll call it test_extl miss, and we do an equals, and then we know we wanted the all signal pins. So these are the pins that we didn't end up classifying into a pin group. Those are the ones we left over. Then the test pins, and then the LABDC pins. And if we want, we can cut and paste that from here, LBADC. Okay, so we just told SmartFrac, hey, I want you to build me a symbol named testxtlmiss with the all signal. First, put the all signal pins in, then sort in the test pins, then sort in the LABDC pins. Okay, and then we want to config, and we want the I2C pins. So where are they? The I2C. So they'll come first. Then we want the NVMem pins, NVMem QSPI. And I'm using some cut and paste tricks in my editor. Then we want the GPIO pins. We're just going to type it in the TPIO pins. Okay, then we wanted a COG interface and the BL and the DP. We're going to put all those three interfaces together. So we say equals, we put the COGA pins, COGB pins, the BL pins, and the DP pins. And then we want two symbols, the DDR0, and that just equals the DDR0 group, and the DDR1 equals the DD_1 group. And we'll save that and close. So now we've told SmartFrac that we want to build all those symbols. So let's go take a peek at what it does.